Now, I've been writing online for over 3+ years now, and I've mainly written high retention YouTube scripts that have gained me over hundreds of thousands to even millions of views. And I'm not telling this to flex, but to rather tell you that you can do it too, because back when I started, I could barely move past like 10 views. And no matter how much time, effort, and energy that I put in, I felt as if my voice was getting lost in the sea of content. So to fix this problem, I decided to watch like hundreds of videos on YouTube about writing advice, scripting advice. I bought paid courses, I wrote like hundreds of different scripts and refined them. And throughout my journey, I have learned several powerful techniques that have helped me to stand out from the crowd and get millions of views. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you 3 of those powerful techniques so that you can enhance your writing and stand out from your competition. Now, one of the main reasons that I was not able to get enough views back then, no matter how much time and effort I put into researching and writing my content, was because I was not putting enough time onto one of the most crucial parts of writing. And I remember seeing creators back then who had like way less content than mine, which took them like a few minutes to write, get more views than mine, which I wrote for like hours. And the reason for that was because I was not putting enough time to this very crucial part. And on YouTube, it's 3 main things. It's first of all the great idea, then the title and the thumbnail. But since this video is for online writers, the part that you should be putting a lot more time into after you pick the idea is your headline, because no matter how good your content inside is and no matter how much time you put into writing that, no one is going to be able to see it if they don't click on it, right? So it's very important that you spend a lot more time into refining your headline and making it more powerful and attention grabbing. So how do you create a headline that is more powerful and attention grabbing? What I have noticed is that a powerful attention grabbing headline has a combination of a several set of elements. So here's a set of those elements so that you can use those into your headline and make it more powerful. Number 1, create curiosity. Number 2, use negativity bias. Number 3, address a big problem or pain point. Number 4, challenge a common belief. Number 5, call out an audience. Number 6, a big promise or a big benefit. Number 7, a transformation. Number 8, ask an intriguing question. Number 9, use authority and credibility. Number 10, use numbers. For example, 7 ways, top 10, 10x your views. Number 11, add a time frame. For example, in 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. Number 12, add power words. For example, effortlessly, guaranteed, shocking, exposed, scientifically backed, transformed, drastically, forbidden, and etc. Now, just thinking and writing around like 1 to 2 headlines is not going to be enough in most cases. If you want to write like a very powerful headline, you'll have to brainstorm around like 10 to 15 headlines, and then you can slowly pick different parts you like from each and then combine them to make a more powerful headline. And another great way to enhance your headlines is by using AI. So here's a prompt that can help you to do that. Imagine you're an expert copywriter. Improve this headline and make it more attention grabbing. Here's the headline. Insert headline. Give 20 examples. Now let's get on to the next technique so that you can learn how to write in a way that deeply resonates with your audience. Now, have you ever watched a YouTube video or read an article where the creator seems to exactly know what problems you're facing, what mistakes you're doing, and what you want out of the video? Now, that's usually because they do something before writing that helps them to deeply resonate with their readers. And not only does this help them deeply resonate with their readers, it also helps them to make readers think that they know what they're talking about, and also to hold their attention so that they keep on reading. And that's by doing target audience research. Now, back then, I used to spend a lot of time doing target audience research, but nowadays you can do it within seconds, and I will tell you how to do that in a bit. But first of all, you need to have a clear idea about who your target audience is, who you are writing for. For example, are you writing for students to help them with their productivity, or are you writing for people that work 9 to 5s to help them manage their time? Now, once you have a clear idea about who your target audience is, then you can start researching the main elements that help you to write in a way that deeply resonates with them. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I used to spend a lot of time doing target audience research. I would read through articles, I would watch YouTube videos, I would read through the comments, and it used to take me a lot of time. But nowadays you can do what took hours within seconds, and that's by using AI. You can simply say to the AI what your target audience is and then ask it to give you a list of these elements: biggest problems and pain points, burning questions, common mistakes, limiting beliefs, challenges and obstacles, biggest motivations, dreams and desires, benefits of solving the problem. Now, although AI might be able to give you some great answers for these elements, sometimes you might also have to add some more into it. So one exercise that I like to do is to think of myself as my target audience and think as if I'm facing the problem myself. And then I would start to write down and like add some more into those elements from that lens. Now the other thing is that there's still this common mistake that a lot of writers and content creators do that make their content not stand out from the noise. So let's talk about what it is and how to fix that in technique number 3. Now to understand the reason why most writers and content creators are not able to make their content and writing stand out, let's imagine this random scenario. Let's say that you're in a room filled with like hundreds of yellow colored tennis balls. Now another person steps into the room and tells you to close your eyes, and then he throws another yellow colored tennis ball onto that ground. Then he tells you to open your eyes, and he tells you to go and find the tennis ball. Now you're probably not going to be able to find the tennis ball unless you have like the sense of a hunting dog, right? But what if that tennis ball was a red color tennis ball instead? You're probably going to be able to easily find that, right? Why? Because it stands out. Now this is the same problem that we have with content nowadays. We keep on researching the same content from our competition, or we keep on researching it from the same place that the competition researched it from, and we keep on remixing it and putting it out. So no wonder it doesn't stand out, right? Our voice just blends into the noise, so it doesn't stand out. And this got me thinking, since AI is like really good at summarizing content and putting it out in a very clear way, what if readers switch to reading AI generated content instead? And then I remembered this really powerful technique that most great writers use in order to stand out from their competition and also to stand out from AI generated content. And this can not only help you to do that, this can also help you to evoke emotions, this can help you to keep readers reading until the end, and also to entertain your readers as well. And that's great storytelling. Rather than just giving out boring facts, try to combine it with a story. Try to think of a story before you start writing, right? There can be many stories in your life, so try to think of those stories and try to use them in your writing. And another thing is that try to also think of stories that your target audience can also relate to, because the more that they can relate and resonate with your stories, the more that you can emotionally move them with your words. So if you want your content and writing to stand out from the competition, rather than just combining content that's already out there, try to take some time to critically think. Try thinking outside the box. Try looking at the problem from a different angle. Add your own stories, add your own experiences, add your own thoughts and opinions, and also add your own unique way of how you solve the problem. Then create a framework around it, so when people fix their problems and improve their lives using your framework, they can credit it to you and your framework. So this way you can write and create content that's different from your competition and stands out from the noise. Now as a writer, another great way to improve your writing and your content is by reading different types of books from other great writers, because this exposes you to like a vast library of writing styles and content that can help you to build up your own writing style and also spark new ideas for your niche. And remember, great writers are also wide readers, and if you want to become a better reader, I highly recommend that you check out this playlist.